choose to knit a twill, you receive here a piece of fabric. This means you select the option, apply, OK. And if you observe the aspect, the appearance of the loops are different. These are rib loops. So we know already that we changed the design, the draw, into a structure, a knitted structure. And I will show you the simulation almost immediately. After this, there is a bobbin here, here on the screen, a bobbin of yarn, a symbol, which is opening a window. And we have to indicate to the machine where to put these colors. We can, what it's important to say that no matter what color do we have on the screen, it doesn't matter. Important is what are the colors on the machine. So we have here a draw blue, red, and beige. Maybe on the machine we have pink, green, and something. I didn't check what are the colors. So that are real colors we will need. So I will make some settings here regarding the yarn feeders. We have to put them on some rails. Nici mie ce culori sunt pe...
Așa.
Deci pe 4 cred că e galben. I'm just checking with Doreen what... Pe 4 galben. Ok. Ok. Vezi albastru pe 6 sau pe 7? So I drag...
Galben și 6 negru.
Dar nu vreau portocaliu.
Galben, roșu?
Și albastru.
Albastru.
Okay, so I ask the colors to have the same. Okay, so I put these colors on the rail. I say okay. I go on with the next step of creating the program, which is the button expanding. I will also post the movie on the platform, so because we have a demonstration of such. And now I will be able, this is the reason here in the lab, each computer has two screens, different screens, to see the fabric in two views. I will open the simulation of the fabric with view, fabric view. So we can see, now we can imagine, okay, this is the fabric, this is the real appearance. And I will divide my screen in two parts to see the front and back. Abreha, you have too many colors. Just wait a little bit on my demonstration and you are in the border, which is wrong. Just wait a little bit. So we have this jacquard, which having the background of in knitting, we know that it's a twill. Here you can see it in two screens. And finally, to transform the drawing into a program in a certain specific language, I must go on and press Start Processing. This is the reason why these software are expensive, because they do the job in few seconds, few minutes. Of course, this is a simple fabric. But however, the level of automatization is high and it's quite expensive. I assume, to my knowledge so far, I don't know free licensed software in knitting to be compatible with a machine. Maybe we have something for drawing, for simulation, but we cannot continue. There are some trials to harmonize the existing software into one. This is also not possible. It's not so safe, so good. So in this moment, you have to pay to have such a software. I will check the program. We have a stage when we can simulate the knitting before going to the machine. We have here an information that our piece of fabric will take 4 minutes 70 seconds. I press start because in case we made a big mistake, it will stop us before going and breaking some parts of the machine, which are mostly electronics and very expensive. In this machine behind the wall, we did these portraits, but it is broke a big piece. I bought it with 1,000 euro, 1,200 euro, in fact. And now I don't have the technician to put it on the machine. So the maintaining is very difficult of this is the reason, Michaela, that not the companies will not break their machine for any research, or at least I don't know if they will. I will put now my program into a case stick and nu pot să-mi schimb camera pe laptop ca să mergem la mașină. Cam noi am încercat, dar n-am putut.
Nu schimbă, doar porniți.
Păi am încercat, am pornit, uite.
E pornită.
Deci pun în MiHP, da? În MiHP OptimTex.
Trebuie doar pus de puturin, cu atât. E pornită camera.
Ok. Dar mai înainte asta am vrut să fac și nu am văzut.
Uitați aici.
So we put it on the USB key and we go to the machine now. Cum se cheamă? OptimTex. Cred că da, OptimTex. Okay, we go with my colleague, with Mihaela, with Dorin. Just follow us in the laboratory. Come. Okay, I think you can see us. Your colleagues are still here in one piece. They even like what we do. And here is the machine where we upload the fabric, the program first. We do some adjustment and we take 5 minutes to get the piece out of machine. You will see it. I will go closely with the camera. So we upload the program. We modify the speed of the machine. Not because the machine is quite speedy. The problem is that it's cold. It's not a running machine, so we have to take care of the yarns. This is the lab. I will go. So, okay, we start knitting. Can you see it? Așa, da, trebuie să văd. Adică, de putem andare cu idei mai repede, chiar aici, trebuie să ne mare, noastră. This one is more fine. This is the finer one, but this one is broke. But during your semester, maybe we will fix it.
We have the same in our school. The same model.
Okay. This is. Because that professional procurement. Just about the defined continuous surgery.
Tapi durante quanto mi ci vedete? Faccio.
So if you don't program with the name, you can here. Just take 80 where starting from home, 80 and 190. This piece is like this one.
Ja, do cavolo. Sto bobino, mai mare. Sto bobino, mai mare. Però quello del fratello, sì. Non so vedere figo.
Two minutes immediately will be ready.
Complicato, non c'è da fare. Hai fatto prima.
What a domina. No practice for this course. For the work of the students for diploma, depending on the after one. Yeah.
Che pensate?
Ah, the second. Ah, I have to respect them.
So just look a little bit, we will take out the piece of fabric. Si vede? Okay, we are ready with our piece of fabric. This is what we designed.
Oh.
Yes, this is our piece of jacquard. We made it today with the name of our project, OptimTex. The raw material is having here a piece of waste which will be taken out. And then it will be finished and so on. Questions? Okay.
It's looking great.
You know how it's saying when you go to a marriage session, who who is not who is not speaking now will be silent forever. So just ask now. If you don't have questions, then you will not be able to get some more. Okay, so let's go back in the next to our door. The French students will need their or either their logo of the university or their names.
Another design?
Yes. So you are free to do another design. Let's decide on 4 colors maximum, okay? So you have what to do. So, that. Okay. Como te facem? Okay, so let's give a trial and you want to make a program on your own or you want to show something else? Because we are not in the module content. I showed you something else. So if you want to do the program on your own, then it means you have to have a drawing. I mean, to clarify yourself that you have 3, 4, 5 colors, and then you can, I can do it again, the demonstration for you. Or we can go on with some basic structures, the single jersey to show you, the rib, or whatever. So what is your feeling now? How do you... Tirhad, what do you think? You want to do the same demonstration to have to do the program, or shall I show you something else? Shall we start with the basic knittings, the single jersey, the rib, or do you want to practice more to stay in the computers to make some exercises, or? I'm asking you because I don't know how to proceed with you. I know how to proceed with my students when they are here, or I know what they know, but they...
Seems all clear, so maybe you can proceed with the next step, or I don't know what is planned.
Okay, I will show you the basic structures, how to draw them. Okay, we made this exercise. Now you know how it's a jacquard. It's fine for today. Okay, I will... yesterday I showed you the basic structures. I will start over, and I will just demonstrate you, and then we will see how it looks for you. So I will delete... Nu, o să le fac cu exemplul ăla din... I will cancel the jacquard, and I will start again from the screen on which you already know. So just look at the screen, don't do anything, just follow the demonstration and the example. This is the first example from your module. And it is related to the basic structures. If you remember, we discussed about single jersey. Single jersey, it's a structure, so you can close this exercise you have, you can open again of fresh. So computer number 5, it's the girls told me who was in computer number 5, they are out, but they are here. It's Hassan, right? You disconnect yourself or you were disconnected?
It's a net problem, so we are trying to.
Okay, just come and go. They are back, see, she said. You have a very straight girl here watching your computer, what to do?
Yes, it's from the laptop of another laptop, and the net is disconnected.
It's okay. We just want to check if you're fine. Okay, so the single jersey fabric, I will show you the fabric and then I will draw it. It's a fabric which can be easily recognized because on one side has, so I will show you first the loops. These are, I don't know if you can see it, front loops. And the single jersey on the back side has, so these are reverse and these are face loops. Oh, I don't know how you can see it. It's a simple t-shirt structure. This is the single jersey. And in your example, we have this piece of fabric made of 4 areas, which are single jersey front, single jersey back, a rib. Remember the rib, it's extensible, and a pearl. These are the 3 basic structures in weft knitting. And these areas are divided by 2 colored rows. If you remember about the single jersey that it is rolling here, it is rolling like that. And for the pearl, it is rolled in this direction. So I will draw them. Maybe you remember sometime, maybe never, but at least you will know something about some t-shirts. When you look at your underwear, you remember me. And I said, yeah, this is a single jersey. Yeah, this is extensible. It's a rib. So I will take a color to differentiate from the background. What is important, we have here on the on my right side, so-called the tools with needle actions. Look, I move it here. Needle actions means what the needles are doing, what structure they are creating. And we have various types. And the students who are studying these, they already know from the courses of basic structures, they know these things. So they know how a face loop is looking, a front stitch, we can call it front stitch or front loop. They know about the rear or back stitch or loops, and they mostly, they know almost all these signs. So we are, when I teach this, I'm relying on the fact that the students knows the structures and they have basic knowledge on the machines. This is the requirements you need to take this computer-aided design course. So I will take a front stitch. I took a color and I will simply fill in some rows. I'll do it one by one, but it can be like this. Very quickly, very easy. In the example from the module, we have this separation of two rows. So I take a color and I take this time a rib, nu știu tot dispare needle actions. Okay. This is a rib, a rib loop, so front and back, and I fill 2 rows. Escape, I cancel the cursor, I cancel the selection. So single jersey front loops, and here I have a rib which is made of front and back loops. When we draw this, we have some points here. These dots means the cross section of the needles, and these loops are hanged on the needles. Then I continue with the single jersey back loop, which is rear stitch, called rear stitch, the second element from up. And I will take the same green color to have two colors on my program. And I fill a few rows. Again, I take these two red rows for the separation. I cancel selection. I will copy these two rows. It's easier. It's no need to draw it again. You select it from here, from the left side where you have this gray column. You select it, you copy it with Ctrl+C, and you put it after you finish a zone. So two rows of rib structure. That one which is very elastic. Am să pun, știi ce să mai să pun? Să am peste tot U. Că am văzut niște N-uri. Ok. Nu, n-am schimbat. Uite, mi-a pus un N aici, vezi? Să nu pățesc la links. Uite, ăsta nu... Ah, ba da, eu nu schimb. Nu, n-am schimbat, n-am luat acolo. Ok, we continue with a rib structure. A rib structure, we know already this is a front stitch and rear stitch. And I fill in again few of rows, not roses, rows. Trebuie să-i arăt jacardul mai aproape aici la... Nu, ăsta trebuia la... Să-l arăt mai aproape, nu că l-am arătat mai... Again, the two separation with this color, just to be easily to identify. I select the two red rows. I copy it and I put it here. I check how many other roses I have. Okay, we still have, I will delete maybe some. And the third structure is the purl. Purl means one row with front stitch, front loops, another row with back. So I enlarge it. So I take a front stitch and I draw the first row, then rear stitch, and I draw the back, and then I copy it, I select it, I copy it, and I multiply the on the surface. I put again this to separate the Lucrează careva? Oh, ok. Lucrează careva sau nu m-a sărit? Lucrează careva? So I will delete the, I can close the surface with these two rows. And the rest I will delete it. And then we will do the simulation to see. So if I look at the samples, this is the first example from your module. So again, I will do the simulation. To see the simulation, we have to expand the fabric. I'm here on the left side, expanding entire pattern. So we are in the basic part, and there is a tool here with the steps of processing. I will expand the pattern. The computer is telling to me to check the yarn feeders. And now I can open the fabric view. View, fabric view. And we can see now the simulation of the structures. And we have, you can look on the screen. I will show you again the fabrics. This one, the first one, is single jersey. I will also divide my screen to, you can see front and back in parallel. So we have single jersey front appearance, front loops, front whatever you want. Back, which are on the screen. So this is the pattern. I don't go again to the machine. You know now that it will be a program. This will need all these parts. But just to identify on the screen. So single jersey front, back, or back front, how do you want? The next one is the rib. Look at the difference in the width here, the rib. I told you about the border from the sweaters. This is a very elastic structure. And this is the one here. And last part, the pearl. I'm sure you have a piece of scarf or something, or a sweater from this structure. You see alternate of rows. So the rib is wale based and the pearl is rows based. So single jersey, these two pieces, two parts, front and reverse, rib and pearl. If I could leave the fabric itself free, you see the rolling tendency of the single jersey, because it's a structure made on a single, it's a plain knit, as I said yesterday, while the other two, they are knitted on two sets of needles, and they are structured more stables.
I have question here. This is because of some yarn problem or due to machine, the twisting or some.
This is because not of the yarn, neither the yarn nor the machine, but the internal tension from the structure. Okay, this between the two section is something different here, but this is so the yarns, they tend to come back to the straight shape because they were in a straight shape, and now they have this tendency. So if you will be able to draw the structures, then you see that here at the end, this is a totally unbalanced structure, but this is mainly based on the tension from the fabric. I don't think there is, maybe from metallic yarns, but not even that. The single jersey is always rolling. So you can stabilize this only by finishing. The
Yeah.
problem with this is during the sewing part, because this is creating a lot of problems. And this is the reason that a knitted fabric, it keeps 24 hours or 48 hours to relaxing. So you give the chance to the structure to settle down regarding the tensions, because it might happen that when you take out the fabric from the machine in 2 days to be completely deformed, and here is coming the spirality from a fabric, and then you realize you cannot sew it properly because you have this problem. So you have to either heat setting gigs or trying to finish them in a way to be more stable.
Actually, I need to know that in my master thesis, I have a blended yarn, PLA and another fiber, and I knitted a single jersey fabric from few blends, and in few of the blends, the single jersey fabric after washing have a spirality. Mean it's after washing, it's become tilted little bit. So that's what I am trying to ask. It's a problem of yarn or some twist problem, or it's from the fabric or machine? What's
So
the
let's say
main reason behind
altogether,
this?
the yarn properties are also important. The yarn blends are also important, but the yarns for knitting, they have a certain twisting, uh, a number of, so the yarns for the woven fabrics are highly twisted. Nu? Au răsucirile mai multe la țesături. While the yarns for for the knitted fabrics, they are less twisted during the spinning. So the yarn properties are also influencing the level of rolling. But this structure, because of the fabric of the loop forming process, it is a fabric which is rolling.
Thank you.
The only thing you can do is to try with and to make a comparison which one is more stable, but definitely also after the finishing process is influencing the stability of the fabric. And you do the study for and you have an end use for these fabrics, or what is the purpose
For
of the
me,
research?
I have an end use for the purpose of fabric as undergarments for the single jersey, and its comfort level is very high because of lyocell and PLA is degradable. So that's why we selected these two different blends. After washing, they become tilt for few blends, but the other was okay. So, but my study is their comfort level and moisture transportation rate. But I just asking this question because few of the blends are tilted after washing. So my question is to know it's a knitting problem or the yarn twist problem. That's
You
because
can
yeah.
also adjust a little bit or control the properties of fabric by playing with the stitch densities. A more tighter fabric is a more stable one, versus a looser one where you have more yarns which can be moved between the loops. So this is also another parameter that influence the afterwards fabric properties. So there are several things that contributing to this appearance of the fabric,
Yeah,
or to the property of the fabric.
yeah. Thank you.
And in case you study, you said the comfort, then is also
Yeah.
there is a property named porosity of the fabric, which is directly influence the moisture management, for example?
Yeah, stitch density, porosity, and air permeability, and moisture transportation rate, and some perception of the comfort level. But actually, some strength-related properties, but that was not the main focus. The main focus was the comfort level.
So yarn selection is the first thing, yarn properties. If it's a blend, then of course you can extend the study on the influence of the percentage of fibers on the yarn first. Then in knitted fabrics, you have some parameters to be controlled. And in this case, for the comfort is the stitch density, which afterwards influence the porosity and all this you said, air permeability and so on. Yeah, it's a nice study. I mean, study of comfort, it's a separate science almost.
Yeah. But it's for the single jersey, and that is few blended. Maybe that's due to some less twist in some of the yarn, or more twist in some of the yarn.
Yes,
That
this
was
is,
why.
if you have the properties of the yarn, then the twisting, it's an important characteristic of the yarn. When I said when you weave this, then they have to be more straight, more stiff, so the twisting is higher. Comparing to the situation when you have to knit them and you want to bend them, so you don't need to have so big tensions in the fabric. Okay, so let's do this exercise of drawing the structures. When we go back, I want also to see the stages of programming. I'm moving another tool on the screen. It's a small one where you file this wheel, the blue wheel. We go back always in load basic pattern. And I see that Breha and Grange, they already drawn that. The computer is blocked. Maybe you can go. Oh my God, what a fab. Oh, the French students are very creative here in the lab. But this is really beautiful, this animal print. Keep it. Yeah. We have here a design studio. Of course, this is a mistake, a nice mistake, as I see, or not. Okay, so please, let's draw these 4 structures. I see you almost, but in computer number 4, nothing is happening. In 7. Oh my God, you're so fast. Dumitisa is telling me that you're faster than me. Huh? Good. So computer number 1, Abreha and Granch, if you want to come back. Don't go into the border, please. It's an error here, something. Măi, fii tolerantă cu semenii tăi. Da, nu, numai tot râzi de ei în loc să-i ajuți.
Undeva în jumătate de oră deschideți un pic suportul de curs, modul în care l-ați trimis. Și doar vorbiți un pic peste el, sau ați făcut-o deja.
Să arăt exemplele de acolo?
Doar să vorbiți un pic peste el și niște că dacă la examen, la test, măcar să nu zică că nu a văzut ceva.
Dau cursurile în platformă. Acum e... Nu se mai bine să exersezi. Da? Când îți citesc, foarte clară, sexant, așa, lasă să exersezi.
Da, ok. Poți să-mi arătați și funcții func? Val?
Da.
Val la un rând sau și la multe? Val la un rând sau și la multe?
Mamă, dă un pic modulul să mă ca să semene să le fac demonstrație.
Val la un rând, semi-func și func.
În al doilea, da? So these are the structures from the 4th module. Did everybody manage to computer number 5? Mambo number 5, what are you doing? Who's in computer number 5?
Yes, we actually following the we actually separated from the flow.
Cine vorbește?
Sorry, how we can insert the rib structure?
Okay, I do again the demonstration. Okay, I'll go back. Just follow me again. I will delete everything and start over. Just a second. So for those who didn't manage, just, and then I will show you the second and third example just to have a similar structure like in the module. So single jersey front. I will draw now with some other color. Okay, front view. Then I put 2 rows of rib. Rib is front stitch, rear stitch. I take and I put 2 rows. This is just optional. It's simply to visualize the areas easier. Then we have single jersey reverse, rear. Here is the loop rear stitch. I draw few rows. Escape, cancel. Now I copy simply the 2 rows of rib. Copy and put it here. No need to draw it again. Cancel selection. So single jersey front, single jersey back, and the separation is a rib. Now I draw an area of rib, which is of course this one, but following the ground color. Okay. Again, I put these 2 rows of rib. And the last one is the pearl. And now somebody asked me, how do I insert rows? I can do that. I select a row. I give insert from the keyboard. And it asks me, what do you want to insert? The selection. Okay. I will not put 10 times, but only 6. So I extended my area. And here for the pearl, it's a little bit more elaborated, but not difficult. Pearl is alternate of front and back rows. So I draw a row, front stitch row. Don't forget to cancel the cursor. Back stitch row. So I have my ratio to be multiplied. I select these 2. I copy it and then multiply almost by the end. I kept these 2 for closing my surface. So I draw the 3 because it's 3 basic structures: single jersey front, back, rib, and pearl. And for the simulation, to see the simulation, you have to go to the next step of the programming, which is expanding entire pattern, expanding. Computer is asking me, hey lady, you did not check the yarn feeders. Okay, I'm doing it. It's expanding the structure, and then we can open the view here, up view, open fabric view. And we have single jersey front, single jersey back, rib structure, which is identical on both sides. And this is pearl. The last few rows, it's pearl. Four colors, yeah? Don't. Lillian has a tendency to. Yes, okay, you can. I think max, let's put it 5, okay? 5 maximum. Yeah. I give you one more. Okay. Did you manage to draw and simulate the structures? Ce rost are să le mai arăt? După la un rând. La un rând aș putea să le arăt, nu?
Și să faceți demonstrația și canal de jos pierduți. Acolo pierdut.
Mami, de sărăcie.
To simulate the structure, the icon expand is not available on my system.
Ce faci?
Which computer? Which computer?
Computer number 1.
Yes, it is here. It is in front. The button. Look, Doreen is taking the button of expanding. Just watch. You see where is the? You see with the mouse?
Thank you.
Is there. So just press expanding now. Okay, good. Okay, you are on the way. Perfect. Just wait a little bit. The computer, maybe it's slow or slower. And now, yeah, excellent. You open the view, fabric view. You can extend it. Yeah, I don't know if you see the both screens. I don't know how much you can see from our screen, but look, Doreen is splitting your window in 2 parts. And then you have his right mouse view from back. Perfect. So you have now the structures in parallel, front and back. You can enlarge it a little bit. Ia vedeți la 4, fetelor. Ce faceți voi? 2, putem rupe scaunul. 1, 2, 3, vedeți la 4 ce probleme are. Cred că o dat... S-a deconectat, ok. Yes, very good. Computer 2, no movement. Computer 4, no movement. Restul care nu pot să le închizi. Computer 4, you have to reconnect yourself. Ce-o fi fost în capul meu să mă gândesc că cineva ar putea învăța acum 3D shaping în felul ăsta. How's going? Computer number 4, you have to reconnect. Who's in 2?
Yes, we have connected.
In 4, yeah?
I cannot able to connect computer number 2.
In 2, you have to go out and log in again through TeamViewer. In computer 2, she cannot connect. But you're there. We can see your... Just go out and come back.
Okay.
Sometimes it's blocking because, yeah, we are lucky that we have internet. Very good. Abrek and Granch, very good. Computer number 1, simulation perfect. Let's see who else. La 7 fac. La 7 erau. Da? Computer number 7, excellent. Done. Who's in computer 15? Pe 15 nu știu că... Somebody is in computer 15? Că nu zice nimeni nimica?
Yes, I am in
Who?
computer 15.
Who
From
is I
Slovenia.
am?
TUIASI.
Yes. Can you please just open the camera to see you?
Yes.
Because from here I don't have an... You did?
Computer number 2.
Ce-ai făcut? What is with 2 is fine. You're in, no?
Yes, but the fabric view is not connected, not visible.
Just wait a second because Dorin will be there because there are some... Ce se șterge? Oh. Oh. Okay, just let us correct a little bit the... Because you draw with some cables and you cannot get the simulation. Ah, okay, nice to see you. Hi.
Hi.
I did not know who's under this RGT. I thought it's somebody because you are the first one logged in. I just open the camera. You will see your colleagues. You see us. It's easier than to guide you through.
Okay.
So you're in computer number 15, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Good, because we see from Kevin is exactly on that direction, so I didn't notice the computer is working. But yeah, excellent, good, fine.
Yes, it is working. Yeah.
Okay, nice to see you. So computer number 2, let's see what happened there. So you manage, sorry, tell me again your first name, Ra?
TUIASI.
Jasha?
TUIASI. TUIASI.
Tiasha.
Yeah.
Tiasha? Okay, good. Is there any colleague of you in now logged or?
No, I think I am only one.
The only one. Okay, very
Yes.
good. So you represent Slovenia. That is fine. Perfect.
Yes.
And do you have a background in textiles? You already know some?
Yes, a little bit.
Good, good. Now you know more about knitted
Yeah.
fabrics.
It
And
is
you
very interesting.
yes, if someone starts to study, then of course the things are developing in a nice way. Then you start to understand, and it is like that. Of course, it's not possible in 1-2 hours to learn, but at least you have an idea about the process of creating a fabric by knitting technology. I think you have not a sweater, you have a hanorak, how to call it, hanorak on you.
I have hoodie. It
A
is.
hoodie, yes, hoodie is
Yes.
perfect. Yes, it's a hoodie. The fabric from your hoodie is made not on this technology we have here, but on circular knitting machines. And your fabric, it's finer than this one from Jacquard we created today, which is quite coarse. It's coarse. But of course, from this you can create some winter things. So your fabric from your hoodie is completely different. It's from a technology, knitting technology, but circular, and it's the fabric is finer. The fabric is like for the t-shirts. Somebody should take a picture of this is our fabric, this is our group fabric, it's our common work. So just take a picture with the logo of who is taking a screenshot. Come on, have mercy.
I don't know.
You do? Okay.
No.
Can you see the logo?
Yes.
Very good. Because our colleagues from Czech Republic, they have a very nice fabric with OptimTex conductive yarns, I think they are, and
Sorry.
so we made it also in knitting. Good. Tirhad, why are you so upset? Your group is upset. Why is that? What happened? They are so focused they cannot hear me. So who's on 2? Computer number 2?
Yes.
Yes, who?
Yetanor.
I cannot say. Ah, okay. I was wondering who speaks. Can you open, please, your camera to meet you? Yetana work. This is the right pronunciation?
Yes.
Excellent. Please show yourself to us. Ah, very good. Nice to see you. Okay. So it's fixed on your computer. Now you can see the simulation. You used some other symbols from some other group. So this was the reason that it cannot continue. Very good. You can see the screen, your screen. You
Yeah.
see, yeah? Because we can see that you're moving the mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the, you can try to enlarge a little bit to see the simulation better with plus or minus from keyboard, or you have up a zoom possibility. Yes, okay, you made it smaller, bigger. So now you can see how is the single jersey. So the first part is single jersey with front stitches. Then it's the single jersey with back aspect with reverse loops. Then you have a rib. Oh, yeah, very nice. You made it bigger. You can see more closely the structure. Yes, just go down. Very good. You can also scroll on both halves of the computer, left, right. Yes, and also on the right part. Yeah, because always the fabric is in the middle.
Yeah.
Sometimes students are asking, where is my fabric? I lost my fabric. No, you did not. It's there. Just have to move yourself from the screen. Very good. You really made very nice progresses today. I'm very happy with your work. I don't know how happy you are, but I'm always enthusiastic. So no matter which students I have to teach, I find a way to teach them. So it is up to you. So Razvan, we have here both Razvan. We have 2 guys, Razvan.
Nice, very nice.
It's very nice, very nice.
This is our fabric. This is the brilliant group of students. The French group is working hardly here. So what to expect more for today?
We have also project flag, which is this text flag of our project.
Yes. So we did it. We have a, where is Michaela? Are you still here? Maybe she left or she has to do something else. So yes, Mrs. Viciliano, please watch our fabric with our logo.
Yes, I have seen. It's okay, very
The
nice.
students will pass the exam, definitely.
We see the mirror image.
Yeah, I know, but what to do? You can imagine now, you know what is mirroring, so yes, you see the mirroring, but it's OptimTex. Look, the nice group of French, they are creating something else here with Doreen. They work on their, they will create different designs. Our students is there too. So yeah, what we can expect more from this kind of interaction. questions?
Ești mai aproape, ești în centru. Nu mai trebuie.
Hassan, everything is okay with your group? Just open the mic.
Yes, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
I think it's fine. Yeah.
you look disappointed, but you're great. Your computer is working.
Yeah, it's working. We are not disappointed anymore. No disappointment. Yeah, it's interesting to learn this software. I did the knitting in my master's thesis, also their properties of fabric, but by the software, how to develop everything, it's a really kind of very good experience. Yeah.
I think so.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
if we had more, we'd have more time. That I'm pretty sure you will even like it. I told you at the beginning, it's a matter of practicing. It's nothing special. It's just to practice and to learn some tools, of course. Here, the French group is fully booked. They continue with their. I'm sorry you're not here with us. We would have a really nice, challenging session.
Yeah.
But anyway, you did it great. I'm very happy with you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice experience to learn this software, especially. Yeah.
At least you remember, okay? I wear, for example, I have a knitted fabric on my dress, which is like in Tisha's hoodies. It's from circular knitting machines because it's finer. It's not. It can be made also here, but it's not. So it's a different technology where you cut and sew from a big piece of fabric. Here you can create the pieces. I've shown you the for example, okay, I have other examples here. I will show you a dress. I don't know if you heard maybe about the sculpture Brâncuș. This is one of our famous sculptors. He lived mainly in France. This is a dress which was trying to reproduce by knitting, of course, in a symbolic way, the column of infinity, which he designed. So we can also have architectural designs when we get inspired from different buildings or different outsources. But this is the one, and this is so-called Aran structures. We have this popular inspired this is the vest, and this is the Romanian tradition signs, and so on. So it's a long and nice story with knitting once. And I promised you the sandwich fabric that yesterday we discussed with some monofilaments. This is made on word knitting machines. Remember that here we can have thicker fabric. The composites we discussed during the break with resins. When you have very rigid structures for light constructions, for example, or for these were designed for low impact shock. I will show you a geotextile, which is taken exactly from the ground. We had a master thesis with a girl, and she designed a piece of, this is a piece of our road, and there is here a geotextiles, which is a word knitted fabric, having some, it's not resins, it is, I don't know how to say bitumen in English. Anyway, it's a finishing process, which is giving this the strength necessary for being one layer of a road. Here from this technology, but this is not made by me. It's a piece from Stoll. This is a seat cover. This is also This is also with no sewing. That is a complete fabric. You remember about it. It's a very sophisticated piece. It looks simple, but it's not. It has no sewing part. And imagine that this has to cover the seat perfectly. No wrinkles, nothing. So it is made from high-tech polyester. And the programming part is very difficult. And also the machine adjustment, this is a shoe made on this technology. This is how the piece of fabric is looking like when it's coming out. It's a very good market nowadays from these flat knitting machines, but the programming part is difficult. This was made by one of my students for diplomas.
Yeah.
This is a very solid talking yesterday. I told you the fabrics are stretchable. This is not. This is also a weft fabric, but it is filled with very high strength yarns, so it will not stretch. This is for technical applications.
Yeah.
And yeah, there are more. Always there is something to show. So the technology itself, it's offering, as I said yesterday, many applications, of course, depending on the concrete end use. So the French students started to knit because they are here. Ce să fac, Răzvan? Să continu, să mă opresc, să...
So now it's time for the lunch break. But
mi-am pierdut
with your
conexiunea.
permission, we have two options: either to continue also in the afternoon, or to stop this day course now and to continue tomorrow morning. So there are these two options now, and we would like to firstly ask Professor Blaga how she would like to proceed.
Pare să fie ceva, că aici sus se vede bine. Nu știu de ce băgat aici, că aici, adică la noi pare ok.
Did you hear us?
Yes.
Yes. Asta la iar să fie bun. Asta e ecranul.
I think Professor Mirela is not
Yes.
connected.
It's an unstable internet connection. So with your permission, we would like to propose to continue tomorrow morning. Is this all right with you?
Yes.
All right then. So then we will continue tomorrow morning, and I will call Professor Mirela to tell her about our decision, all right? I will call her per mobile phone. All right then. Then many thanks to you for your participation to today's lectures. We hope it was really nice and interesting for you. And we will wait for you tomorrow at 9 o'clock Central European Time for 1 more hour of practical work. And then we wrap up some conclusions, and then everything is fine. We also would like to say that to sign this GDPR statement for
You're back. I was out, or you were out, or who was out?
Yes. So, Mirela,
yes.
We have consulted our students, and we propose to come back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Central European Time. Is this all right with you? That
Yes, I have no problem. Tomorrow I will be at Senate meeting. I will just answer to a question. I will be absent, so I cannot, but Doreen will be hosting the session, so it's okay. You can continue tomorrow. You will discuss with him what you want to do. If you want to continue with the examples from the module. The question, I have a question here in the chat, but okay, just a second to see the chat. Somebody asked if there is a technology for combination of knit and weave. Stoll has some developments to on the machines to be able to insert some weaving, some horizontal weft yarns. So to simulate a kind of weaving appearance. So yeah, we can insert in the knitted fabric and weft yarn, so this will give stability to the fabric, but it's not a common technology to knit in back and weave in face. I just a second to take a sample to see, but anyway I cannot do it here. So it is possible, these are the latest samples from Stoll, and if you look to this, let me take this out. It is possible to create in a knitting machine a fabric which looks like weaving, but it's not. You cannot combine it. So far you can combine spinning and knitting, but not knitting and weaving. You can get, I will take this out, sorry. Just to show you a fabric, which is a knitted fabric, but it looks exactly like a weaved one. You see, maybe you can see in the camera, but this is made on a latest generation of the machines named ADF. I can't do this here. It's a new generation, the newest generation of the machine, where you can indeed simulate. This is very stable one. You see, it's like it is like a woven fabric, but however, it is a knitted one.
Okay.
How can we select? Ah, but this is already old. Select an object. I'm sorry, I did not check my chat. I was too much busy with the teaching part. Okay, so we stop here. Tomorrow you will meet Doreen. I have the Senate meeting, University Senate meeting. I cannot miss it. So it was nice to see you. Maybe we will meet with some of you in Slovenia. If not, anyway, I wish you all the best in your research, in your future in textiles or somewhere else. I wish you a nice day in Europe, if you're students in Ghent or elsewhere. And who knows, the world is not that big. Who knows with which conference I will meet you again and you will tell me that you are one of the students who was working on the knitting module with me. Thank you for your involvement. I really appreciate your effort. I know it's not easy. It's not also not very difficult, but it is stressful, this way of communicating online. However, I taught last 2 years like this, so I had to find this way of teaching this technical course. And it worked, but of course the results are not as it is when the student is here in the lab and he can try and he can experiment on his own. Okay.
Well, thank you, Mirela, and thank to all participants. We wish you a nice afternoon and meet tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock European time.
Okay.
All the
Bye,
best.
all of you. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.